Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining Jared Daily News. I'm Hannah, and I would like to begin this episode with the hot news. According to a report, the United States steel mills are positively reducing greenhouse gas emissions and combating climate change. Major domestic steel producers Nucor and Cleveland-Cliffs are implementing innovative strategy to achieve decarbonization. Nucor is known for its electric arc furnace technology that already has lower carbon emissions compared to traditional blast furnace methods. Nucor will supply Econic RE steel to Mercedes-Benz. It's steel produced using 100% renewable energy to reduce greenhouse gas emissions throughout the supply chain. Cleveland-Cliffs invests in cutting-edge technologies to transform steel production, such as hydrogen ready directly reduced iron plants and electric furnaces to meet emissions reduction targets. Cleveland-Cliffs is a major U.S. stainless steel producer also. Despite a slight rise in inflation in the Eurozone, analysts at Deutsche Bank expect the European Central Bank to cut interest rates for the first time of June 6, 2024. This expectation is also reflected in a slowdown in lending to private households in the Eurozone. Consumption is currently on being shifted in the short term, and lower ECB interest rates are being waited for in order to be able to take out more favorable loans. Falling ECB interest rates therefore logically lead not only to increased demand for credit, but also to rising demand for consumer and capital goods. It is therefore good to be able to deliver at this point in time in order to take advantage of this effect. The International Nickel Study Group has projected a nickel surplus of 109,000 tons in 2024. The firm says in a statement that the nickel market faced surpluses of 98,000 tons in 2022 and 163,000 tons in 2023. According to the firm, the world primary nickel production was 3.06 million tons in 2022 and 3.336 million tons in 2023. It is forecast to reach 3.55 million tons in 2024. The estimates, however, do not include an adjustment factor for possible production disruptions. Meanwhile, the world primary nickel uses were 2.96 million tons in 2022 and 3.19 million tons in 2023. The INSG forecast is an increase to 3.45 million tons in 2024. Copper prices fell on Tuesday after 4 sections of gains, retreating on slower manufacturing activity growth in top consumer China and a firm dollar, but was poised for its largest monthly jump in more than 3 years, owing to supply concerns. Benchmark copper on the London Metal Exchange was down to 1.8% at $9,952.50 a metric ton by 1624 GMT after touching a 2-year high of $10,208 in early trading. Copper prices are on track for the 12.4% gain this month, their biggest since February 2021, after PHP Group's bid for Anglo-American focused attention on future supply tightness from rising demand for energy transition and artificial intelligence. Outokumpu's United States operation in Covert attempted to raise its base price by notifying customers of a 2 percentage point cut to its discount level this month. This was largely unsuccessful, however, and prices ultimately moved up in line with the published alloy surcharges. Transaction values for 304 and 316 flat products will rise minimally in May, but are likely to jump in June, following the recent hikes in the nickel prices. The extent of the increase will depend on whether the nickel prices remain elevated for the duration of the reference period, and whether additional discounts in base prices are offered by the U.S. mills to offset the price in raw material costs. Buyers are becoming increasingly concerned that any price increase in June may be swiftly followed by the decreases, especially as the influence of the LME's ban on Russian nickel traders. Stainless steel supply disruptions in Europe will continue until the end of the second quarter and then subside in the summer months. Supply shortages can occur when end-user demand increases faster than supply. However, the current problems are largely the result of strikes and delivery delays at several EU steel mills. But as for a recent report, there is no increase in the end-user demands for stainless steel flat products as of now. The US and the Philippines are in discussion over ways to prevent China from dominating nickel processing in the Southeast Asian nation, a key supplier of the metal that's crucial for electric vehicle batteries. One measure under consideration is a trilateral arrangement through which the Philippines would supply raw nickel material. The US would provide financing, and a third country such as Japan, South Korea, or Australia would offer the technology required for smelting and refining, according to people familiar with the matter. According to the report, the State Council of the People's Republic of China released an action plan on March 13 to promote a large-scale equipment renewals and trade-ins of consumer goods. The plan emphasized the need to improve the technological transformation of manufacturing equipment and energy equipment to achieve energy conservation, emission reduction, and lower carbon emissions. Some market participants indicated that the scrap market needs to continue receiving attention after implementing this policy. Financial costs are expected to increase in the short term, and the scrap market may change to some extent. That is all the news of today's market, and we'll keep you updated on the latest development. Enjoy your weekend.